Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Dustin Angelo. How are you today, Dustin?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm very good. It's a pleasure to meet you because I have one of my editors, Peter Clausi, has identified you as one of the best undervalued gold plays in the world. And then, of course, Christopher Ecclestone, he just did a lovely piece on you, and he is also very impressed because you have earnings and money in the bank, so I'm not really sure where to start other than, can you give us an overview of Anaconda Mining, please?
Sure. Anaconda has got one flagship project in Newfoundland. It's called the Point Roost Project. We're currently doing about 15,000 ounces a year of production. We also have a land package about 6,000 hectares and have a full exploration program going on right now with the goal of doubling production to 30,000 ounces a year.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about because I did read that your goal is to double production. How are you going to do that?
Well, there's two ways we're going to do it. We're going to first off, extend the life of our project through an extension of our current pit, and then we're also going to add another deposit that's about 3.5 kilometers away to get to about a 10-year mine life. And then we've got a couple other areas on the peninsula where we think there's higher grade gold that we can blend and bring into the mill and create a higher overall head grade into the mill at basically lower incremental cost.
Of course, not everybody's aware of Anaconda. You're in Newfoundland, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So your most recent news for Anaconda, of course, was your drilling results. Would you like to give us a bit of an overview?
Sure. The results were really good. We've been focusing our exploration efforts on the Pine Cove pit to extend that pit life, and then also bring in development, the next project for us, which is a Stoggertite deposit about 3.5 kilometers away. So both of those results were very good intercepts, gold grades that we expected. And so now we're in the process of doing resource calculations on them, and hopefully in the next couple of months we'll have those done, and with the goal of trying to take the Pine Cove pit plus Stoggertite to be a total of 10-year mine life.
We have had a lot of feedback that you're incredibly undervalued. Can you tell us what you think your effective market valuation is for your stock presently, Dustin?
I would say, we've done some of our own analysis, and certainly we feel like we are undervalued. It could be a lot higher, maybe 20 cents to 30 cents at this point. I think honestly the reason that we've been undervalued is the fact that people think that the existing pit that we currently mine is basically the only pit we're going to mine there. They don't understand sort of the opportunity that we have on the peninsula, and the project's much larger than it was when I first started. So if we can continue to explore and demonstrate the fact that there's longer mine life and that we can actually bring in higher grade material into the mill, I think that will change people's perception. And with that change in perception, I think they'd look at valuation a lot differently, and probably more in the 20 to 30 cent range versus where we are today.
Well, it does seem that there is a lot of dynamic action. We've seen numerous news releases here in the last month, for instance. What should we as shareholders anticipate for the next 2 quarters?
Well, I think it's more of the same in terms of exploration. That's where we need to prove out our plan. Our business plan is wholly contingent on being able to find those ounces in economic quantities, both the base load production that we're looking to continue our 15,000 ounces a year, plus the additional ounces we want to bring into the mill through the high-grade layering from other parts of the peninsula. So we're focused tremendously on doing more exploration. So over the next 2 quarters, we're going to see hopefully a lot more news releases and good results that continue to demonstrate that there is opportunity on the peninsula in our project, and we'll be there for much longer.
Well, Dustin, thank you so much for joining us today.
All right, thanks for having me.